my whole life. I've always been very much a water person, and just I shouldn't be on the water, I should be in the water. And there was just something inside me that said, yeah, I want to be a SEAL. And I kind of got caught up in trying for it. And I was 2 days away from, or maybe a week away from getting a billet. And I told the SEAL recruiters, like, it's not for me. And then I ended up picking surface ships, being on surface Navy, which was probably a great job. But I knew that when I was 65, 80 years old, I would regret it and try it. And so it was the regret, the fear of regretting, that I knew I was always going to regret. And part of it came about when I was on the ships and I'd hear someone say, oh, I was going to do that, but it's kind of like, oh, I sped my arm, but I can't do this anymore. And, well, I think you just did bend your arm, and if you can do it, then go do it. If you can't do it, then shut up. Don't talk about it. Like, if you can do it, go do it. What happened was I was actually with one of my best friend, and I was with his brothers, and we were actually shooting. I said, oh, I could have done that. And I'm like, well, what the hell did I just say? Like, I just said what I hate when everyone else says that. And I'm like, I got to go. I just broke a truth of mine. Kind of turned around, and this was 6 months after being on ships, and kind of I don't know if it was 6 or a year, and then kind of figured it out. And then, make a long story short, I checked into the ship just before, like 5 days before my CO did. My CO checked in. I said, hey, Captain. He pulled me to the ship to help him with this thing, and I was there for 3 years with him. And I said, hey, I kind of want to go SEALs. He kind of looked at me and was like, you jerk. I just pulled a bunch of strings to get you here. And so anyways, he was very nice about it. He helped me transfer. And I think by turning it down initially and then really processing what I had done and really accepting it, it helped me get over my fears of that. It was because it was going to hold me back. Like I knew for a fact that I was going to regret. And I could have been, if I'd stayed in, I could have been great, or I would have been an okay sailor as on ships, but I could have been just as good as a SEAL. And I think from a regret standpoint, I was really going to regret it later in life. Really going to regret it. And it's kind of like my whole philosophy, as much as I can. When I'm 85, 90, I don't want to look back with regrets. And it doesn't mean you don't make mistakes. It just means that don't leave something on the table that you're going to regret if you can adjust it.